Today our guest is going to tell you a little bit about his experiences as a camp counselor. Our guest today is also learning about directing and wants to be a famous director and artist. The Humanities Mass Communication Department at Norwalk Community College presents The New Directors, the show that introduces you to the television's future writers, directors, and personalities. And now join our host, Sophie Seardoff.
Thank you for joining us for today's edition of The New Directors. I'm your host, Sophie Seardoff. All of the people involved with this program are students in the television production course and are directing, switching, controlling audio, operating cameras, and acting as talent for the first time today. The guests you are about to meet are students who, when not on camera, are behind the scenes working hard to bring this program to you with as few mistakes as possible. Each student will write and direct 4 different productions. This program will give them the chance to talk about themselves, the production they're planning, and give you the chance to get to know them and watch the progress through the semester. Our guest today worked at the summer camp as a counselor. He's going to tell us about his experience during the summer and what he felt like to be responsible for all of his campers' life. Meet your guest, Adam Kaplowitz.
Hi, how are you?
Okay, so we heard you worked at a summer camp last summer, so tell us what that was like.
Well, I've actually been going there since I was about 8 years old, and it's a traditional camp. It's over 100 years old. Yeah, I used to play sports, and it definitely had a really big impact on me. So I knew ever since when I was young I was gonna work there. It was a lot of hard work working there because I was responsible for the kids' lives, and you know, it was kind of scary sometimes. I took them on a hiking trip on the Appalachian Trail. And even though I wanted to have fun, because I felt like they were my younger brothers, I still had to make sure that I was responsible, didn't let them go by themselves anywhere, or didn't let them.
Right.
Yeah, so it was stressful, but at the same time really rewarding, and I felt like a grown-up because I had to act like one, even though I was still a teenager, and so were they. So that was really fun. We went into the Greenleaf Hut, and we had a meal there, which was something that we never get to do. I mean, as a cabin. So, I mean, usually they play sports. I don't really leave the camp, but it was definitely a great hiking trip. We stayed in the hut, and it was just really nice. Everything, the scenery was gorgeous, and we watched the sunset and just had a great time all together.
That's good.
Yeah, and. That's about it.
Okay, so can you tell us why you decided to take the TV production class?
When I was a kid, I watched films ever since I was a little kid. I used to watch movies like Hook, Indiana Jones, all the Spielberg ones, and E.T. Over and over again because I was just fascinated by it. I liked it so much because I could see someone's imagination on the screen, and I really felt like what they were feeling when they were probably writing the script. So that's really why I love film so much, because I have a huge imagination. I really want to just show it to people. I thought it would be really cool.
That's good. So what are some of the things you have learned in the TV course?
I honestly learned a lot. In the sequence, we learned the basics. We learned storyboards, how to get close-ups, how to show what's important in the scene, and the most important thing I got out of that was how to move the camera. I learned not to move the camera while it's filming, but to switch angles after each clip and let the action come into the clip. And the Guns and Hoses project, I learned to edit with Avid and use some effects like dissolve, dip the color, and add music and make a much better picture. Also, I learned most in fall foliage. I learned how to find simplicity, when to use short depths of fields and keep importance on the object. I learned rule of thirds, not to keep an object in the center of the screen. And most importantly, I learned about lines, horizontal, emotional, and converging, and lines of grace. It makes the scene look so much better when you actually kind of know what you're doing and show a hidden secret or a hidden pattern. It actually makes a shot much better, and the audience doesn't even know it.
Right. So, please tell us about the sequence Guns N' Roses, Orange, and Fall Foliage projects.
Well, in the sequence project, I honestly wasn't sure what I was doing. But for practice, I had my actor do the same action and took tons of clips. I got close-ups and showed what each action was and had the main focus. And the main focus was, it showed what the main focus was. In this one, I really wasn't sure what I was doing, honestly. But I mean, it definitely was a lot of fun because I had to show what everything was important. The Guns N' Roses, I learned how to edit. That was I used effects like dissolve and dip to color and how to change the color. The sirens in this is actually red and it turns to blue, so I learned how to do that and use the effects from Avid. But I mean, Guns N' Roses really just got me started to edit other films, so then I could learn how to edit my own films. So that was it definitely helped me out. And the Orange project. Orange was also fun to do. We had to come up with creative ways to make an orange disappear from the owner. With not much budget and not much experience, I did it simple but still elegant. I feel like I made the orange go on its own and meet its vegetable/fruit friends. So I thought that was pretty funny, actually. And the fall foliage was great also because it gave me a chance to go out and into the beautiful season of fall and capture nature's beauty. The fall foliage is my favorite season, and fall is my favorite season, so traveling and looking for shots on my own was so much fun. So I really found beauty in nature, and it was just really fun, and traveling and doing it all by myself. So that was great.
Right. So tell us about your best project.
It's definitely my fall foliage project. I called it Autumn Beauty. It was just fun to make. I got to find the beauty in the season. I got to travel again, like I said, and pick really perfect soft music to go along with it. I felt like it gives a really just relaxing tone to just listen and watch the video. It definitely is my favorite by far, and it was just so much fun doing it, and that's why I love doing film. But it's because this is great.
Right. Yeah.
And the music goes perfect with it. It's a lot of fun. I use all what I learned and put them into the fall foliage because it was the last project. So.
Right. So yeah, you could use your knowledge.
Yeah.
Today we got to meet someone who shared with us his experience about being responsible for his camper's life. And as a new student onto TV and film, he hopes to carry his new knowledge forward and continue shooting and editing short films. We would like you to thank Adam Kaplowitz for joining us today.
You're welcome.
Thank you. We hope you enjoyed meeting some of television's future directors, and we hope you will continue to join us each week to watch our progress. Thank you and good day.
This has been The New Directors with your host, Sophie Sirdoff, directed by Doug Matacron. And I'm your host, Brian DeVivo. The New Directors is a Norwalk Community College student.